Hey, what's up? I haven't made a video in a while. I've been slacking with work. There's mandated overtime now, and I've even been volunteering on Saturdays, so that makes it a little harder. Not as much free time on the weekends. Tired, you know, just still gaming. Finals. Back on a CS2 kick because some of my coworkers play. We've been obsessed with that a little bit. That's been fun. Tarkov Arena has been great. The queue times, man. I haven't played it in like 2 weeks. Just the queue times are a little rough, but I got accepted into the beta, and I have the EOD edition from years ago. Awesome gameplay, though. I mean, it has a ton of potential. I hate the downtime. Oh my gosh. But anyways, that's the nerd stuff. Still not drinking. We're coming up on a year and half a month, which is big for me. Really want to get to the 2 years in August. Yep, year and a half here in like 3 weeks. So that's cool. My caffeine addiction's still full throttle. I have no plans to deaccelerate that anytime soon, unfortunately. But life is good. I'm gonna make a separate video on sertraline. It's an SSRI I've been on for 4 months now. I upped my dose a bit, and I'm sitting at a certain milligram. And we'll make a video on it if you're interested in that. That it's helped quite a bit with like irritability and anxiety and anger a little bit. My anger's still there, but it's much better off. And my girlfriend can attest to that. Just being uneasy or like going 0 to 100 quicker, mainly at work. Like at home, I'm fine. But yeah, we'll talk on that down the line. I'll be open about it. I was on it before for a year, and then I weaned off for 3 years, and I decided to try it again. I do think it helps. It's not like a 100% game changer by any means, but we'll make content on that too. For anyone interested, it could help you. Some people it doesn't work for. Some people I've heard it makes things worse. And some people have to try various medications. So that's it about that. We'll make content on it. But, could help you. I don't want to be on it lifelong or anything. But yeah. Other than that, still no drink. Year and a half coming up. It's incredible to me that I'm this far past 1 year. It feels great. Got through New Year's. I was going to make more content on that, and I may be a little late to the punch now that we're 2 weeks into 2024. But not too much of an issue. I was at a New Year's Eve party. It didn't bother me too much, not to go too much into it, but you just feel like, sort of like, when you're just like drinking, like I was drinking like a Powerade Zero, and then you just feel a little left out of the fun, right? And it's not like a triggering thing where you're like, oh, I'm just going to drink. But it's a little scary, but, I can do it. I can pull it off. I've done it before. It just, you feel a little left out. People are intoxicated while you're sober, beer pong and stuff. I know some people don't agree with going around that type of environment, like people, places, things, and I respect that. I can do it. I've drank water at the bar before. I have not done that in the past year and a half, this sober spree, but I know I could do it. I don't really have the desire to go to the bar, but like holiday parties and stuff, that's going to be inevitable, and I want to at least socialize, so it's going to be a part of my life. But I really had no craving to drink. I did smell some wine, which wasn't a big deal. Like if I smell liquor, it's going to make me want to throw up, honestly, or beer. The taste for it's sort of like gone. Smelling wine, it wasn't really triggering. It smells okay. I was never really a wine head anyways, but I did smell some wine. Maybe like a 10% trigger was like, oh man, it'd be nice to, it's just that cutoff switch, I want to just shut off for a night That's the craving more than the alcohol. And the alcohol does that, but you want that feeling, right? It's not even drinking it per se. It's that buzz into the drunk, right? But I'm aware of it and I'm good. But yeah, now I'm rambling. What are we at? 5 minutes. But I want to make it a great year. Life's awesome. I can't complain. I've been a little impulsive. Like, besides the caffeine, my only other issue is I'm very impulsive with things, like with collecting, no matter what it is. And recently the Counter-Strike market, like, if you know anything about Counter-Strike, not to go all nerdy, there's a whole ecosystem. It's like stocks and crypto, and skins are worth a lot of money in that game. I've been obsessed with like trading on certain platforms and just flipping, buying, selling, trading, and putting some of my own money in. I'm good. I'll never ever go, you know what I mean? I'm not stupid with my money, but I've impulsed a little bit, and it's like, okay, it's time to take a step back. But that impulsivity was always there when I was drinking, but I feel like it's much stronger when I'm sober, because if I get bored, I'll tend to want to buy things, you know, like consumerism, impulse buying. I feel like that's something I need to moderate, and I'm good. I got plenty of money. I'm smart with it. It's just sometimes I go a little overboard. I don't gamble, really. I mean, I've blown some money opening cases, and I used to go to the casino like twice a year. Obviously, you're going to lose money, but I have a limit, and I'm done. But as far as just impulsivity, I got to just maintain that, because with sobriety, you can get a little bored, and that gives you that, what I believe it is, it's that serotonin rush. Like, I love the stuff. I admire it later, but it's that initial rush, getting it, using it, and then you're sort of done with it. It's like, oh, okay, whatever. It's on the shelf. It's there, right? And then you get somewhat bored of it. But I always cherish, and things evoke like nostalgia for me. That's part of the addiction with like impulse buying. And there comes a point where you can't let your possessions own you, right? And I'm battling that a little bit, and I'm trying to detach more, which will be healthy for me. But it's just weird. It's like anything to fill that void, whether it be like sex, impulse buying, drugs. It's temporary. Like, when you buy something, it's that dopamine hit. Or like when you get a bunch of likes on a social media, it's that dopamine hit, and then it depletes, and then you want more, and it's temporary. Like a game on my shelf, I buy it, I get that rush, and it's up on the shelf, it goes away. It's on to the next thing. It just never ends, right? And I'm aware of it. And it can be, people that don't have the money, it can be catastrophic. Like, it can put them in the debt, and it can financially ruin them, right? I'm fortunate enough to be in a position where I can do it, but I'm very moderate with it. But I admit, it's too much at times, right? But I'm aware of it. That and caffeine are my battles this year. Yeah, I really want to get into 2025. My car's paid off. I could pay it off now with cash, but I don't want to do that. I want to keep the credit rolling, perfect credit score, and just be a relief to have like 2 or 3 years without a car payment, and to stack the money into more assets. And, you know, going into my late 30s, I have it planned out. Obviously, wrenches can be thrown in any situation, but life's good. I can't complain. But yeah, for this year, for me, maybe caffeine. I'll try to detox. I don't know. I really don't know if I'm going to do it or if I want to do it. It's a tough one. You guys know I talk about it all the time. And impulsivity with like buying, and I need to take a hiatus for a few months, because it's ridiculous. It really is. And those are the two things. Just be aware, if you have a very addictive personality, it will transcend into other things. Like for me, it's like working out. I have to do it. There's many positive things I do, and then there's still some negative things. I drink way too much dark coffee. I impulse buy way too much, and it's that addictive personality. So like the gym's awesome, and then there's other things that aren't so good, like where I'm very obsessive, and it's just the way my brain is. I don't know if I'll ever fully have it under control, but I maintain it, right? That's the way I look at it. Because I mean, I've been this way forever. Even since I was like a child, it was just like I would be obsessed with certain video games and go, go, go. That's why I would make a horrible, hard drug addict. I'd be in severe debt, or I'd be dead or locked up. I know that. That's why I don't been around it, never touched it. And I lost my brother and some friends to some hard stuff. So that sort of set boundaries for me. And alcohol is no better. And it can be just as bad for people, you know, depending on your usage and stuff. So I don't judge. I get it. And that's really it. Just a 2024 update. I'd like to get back to making weekly videos. It was just, I was making so much content, vlogs, that I was running out of things to talk about. So I sort of backed away. But it's not bad to be a bit repetitive and to branch out. I know some of you said just like make the content. Like it's good. You like seeing it. It's sometimes I get caught up with working 9-10 hours in the weekends and family, you know, and working out. I'm just tired. It's life, you know, but making this content the past year and a half or a year, because I think I started making the content around 6 months into being sober. It's been awesome for me. I love it. I love seeing that some people are thankful for it and it's inspired them. I've had a few people tell me my videos help them get and stay sober, which it's mind blowing to me, because I just wanted to reach even one person. Like I didn't even expect to get 10, 20 views, right? And some of them hit hundreds, a couple thousand views, which is amazing. And I've had people thank me, which is way more than I could have ever asked for. And I want to keep doing that for you. I want to be the man I admire and give it to the world. And I want people to see the whole objective with these vlogs. Like this channel is basically a collection and gaming channel, but I took the dive to put the sobriety out there just to inspire and maybe motivate some people to see like, wow, he did it. Like I've said before, like the nicotine, I dropped it. Alcohol, dropped it. The weight, I dropped it. My diet's another thing this year. We're doing good so far. I've been missing on my diet. I put on another 10, 15 pounds. I'm down like 120 and I regained like 15, 10, 15. You can feel it. I can feel it. And I've been having too many cheat days. My diet's been strict, but I'm rambling. But as far as dieting, if you're doing low carb and like no sugar, do one cheat day a month at max. When I was doing that and I was going 2-3 month stretches, I was always losing weight or never gaining, but I started having a cheat day every week. And it did not work for me, my body. Like I started putting weight on. It was canceling out my diet throughout the week. But anyways, enough rambling. There's an update. Much love. Take care. And let's make 2024 amazing.